Look at this, guys. This is Madison Star Moon, and this is insane. Look at this. This is crazy. Wow.
Too many people are dumbed down, and I believe a lot of the dumbing down has to do with the fluoride in the water. It has a lot to do with the GMOs that people are consuming, that they just are lame ducks. They don't want to commit to anything. Those people that are awakened, that have the knowledge, that have seen what's going on, are the people that need to be able to address it, and not to rant about it, but to address it in a concise and as intelligent a manner as possible, and to bring it to the correct platform, to deliver it in such a way that it will be recognized as being a discussion, an issue that we all can sink our teeth into. Other than everybody in the world stopping their jobs, quitting what they're doing, stopping what they do for a living, and just saying, that's it, I will not do one more thing. I will not drive a bus. I will not pilot an aircraft. I will not be an engineer on a train. I will not do my job. I will not be a policeman. I will not do whatever the job is. I will not do it. I am going to the streets, and I am walking, and I am holding up a sign saying, I am not going back to work until you stop chemtrailing. And you get every single person in the world to coordinate that and do that simultaneously. Short of doing that, the only other means is to follow protocol. You won't find a person who more vehemently hates the government than myself, and hates going through the traditional methodology and protocol than myself. But there's no other options. I've been racking my brain for years before.
I have absolutely zero patience for these bastards anymore. Look what the hell they're doing. This is so freak nasty. What the hell are these? Oh my God. I don't know how much more of this I can take, guys. This is really stressing me the hell out. They are intentionally blocking out the sun and killing us in the process. Today is even worse than the last video I made.
Before I came to the conclusion that there's nothing that can really be done than to follow some degree of conventionality, and to keep in mind that this is something that you need to have global assistance. You need to have everybody on board with this if you want to do it any other way. If you want to do it unconventionally, you need to have the entire planet on board with you to say, that's it. I'm stopping my life. I'm putting my life on hold until you stop flying those planes over and doing those chemicals. How would you react if I put a loaded gun to your head and pulled back the trigger and was about to fire it? Because when you look up, that's what's happening to you now.
Oh my God. Look at this.
Only that bullet isn't traveling at 600 miles an hour, it's traveling at 6 miles an hour. And it will eventually parse you, and it will eventually kill you, but it will take a longer period of time. It's happening the same as if I was to take a gun or to stick a knife into you and slowly drive it through. It is death. It is killing us.
This is just crazy and insane. And there's no reason why I should even have to stand out here and make a video to explain to anyone why this is wrong.
It is killing life. I walk into the woods. I love going into the woods. I do nothing but walking through woods. I love camping. I go into the woods. I don't hear a peep. I don't hear birds. I don't hear anything. Life is almost come to an end. And I won't even begin to touch what's happening with the Pacific Ocean as a result of Fukushima. It's dead. I love seafood. I won't touch it anymore. It has come to the point where we're living in essentially the Matrix, the movie. Our planet has been completely destroyed at this point from the chemicals that are being injected into the stratosphere and raining down on us at night. I've taken a flash on my camera, gone outside after a day of heavy spraying, and I kick my flash on and I take my video camera and film, and it looks like I'm holding a sparkler up at night because the flash will react off of all the aluminum particulates that are just floating in the air around me. And it looks like I'm walking around with a sparkler, a 4th of July sparkler. It is completely out of control. We need to bring these images to people's minds. That is the kind of thing that will scare people. You need to scare people. People do not listen to reason anymore. People are too worried about what's on television. They're too worried about what they're going to wear to work tomorrow. They need to be scared to death. They need to have this shoved right in their face and down their throats. And you cannot get past that as a means by which to get people involved. You have to shock them into being involved. They won't look up. I spend my days arguing with people. When I go shopping, I stop in the parking lot, I pull out my camera, I'm taking pictures of the sky. People ask me what I'm doing. I'm telling them what I'm doing. And they say, you're out of your mind. I said, well, how would you like it if somebody was to stick a gun in your mouth and pull a trigger? They just look at me. And essentially the point I'm trying to make here is I have to scare these people. I have to threaten them almost to let them know what you're seeing up there is no different than if somebody was to take a gun and put it in your mouth and pull a trigger, only it's happening a little slower. To understand that what is happening above you is the same as somebody trying to murder you. These people are dropping these particulates on us for the sake of HAARP. HAARP is utilizing these particulates in terms of being able to redirect its beam. Oh, that's all well and fine. However, what are the reactions and what are the harmful effects that are being experienced by the people that are walking this planet? Those are the people who are paying for this. We, you, me, our taxes, we're paying for all of this.
The sun never had a chance, guys. Look at this. God. I mean, if you guys aren't scared by this, if this doesn't scare you, I don't know what more I could even say or do.
Obama lost $93 billion, and the IRS lets him go at it. You try telling Congress, you try telling IRS that you lost $93 billion and that you don't know where it is. Because they know that money has gone towards us. The money is the key to a lot of it. You have to expose the money trail. How many companies have been shut down? How many different funds, how much money has been thwarted from doing positive things that has been put into these planes going up there and spraying us on a daily basis? That money could be utilized. When you start talking money to people, that has a lot of impact too. You don't have to necessarily threaten them. You can tell them your money is going towards that which is killing you. And that is the only way that the people or sheeple that are out there are going to wake up and do something about it. That is the only way. It's a hard line to draw. It's a hard line to draw. You have to become almost, and as much as I hate it, you have to almost become a person who is ranting about it. But you have to rant with some degree of credibility, and you have to be able to hit them where it hurts. Your money is going for these planes that are spraying chemicals down on you, and they're killing your plants. They're killing you slowly. They're putting chemicals into the water. I live next to a reservoir. I watch flights going over my house. I watch them on my flight radar. They say they're commercial flights. Really? You tell me any commercial flight that circles the same area 4, 5, 6, 8 times. Do you pay money to get on a flight and go in circles over a reservoir? No. These flights are masked. They're bogus flights, and they're sitting up there, and they're just circling around and spraying the reservoir. I don't drink the water. I make sure I drink water that is non-Nestle and that is completely fluoride-free. The problem is getting everybody on board with it. I could walk into a mall up here and see 10,000 people, and not one of them would know what HAARP is. Can you imagine how effective it would be if every single meteorologist got on television and started telling the truth, as opposed to what they're told to say? Instead of them being told, today the weather's going to be this way, because that's how we're manipulating it to be, if they got on television and said, we are being told what the weather is to be, we are witnessing this stratospheric aerosol being injected, we know that chemicals are being dropped on you, we know that HAARP is contributing to all these changes, that's when people will start waking up. I just want to say thank you all for giving me an opportunity to speak, and I think that if we all unite and we can get everybody to get on board with what's going on, and if we can get everybody educated, then we stand at least half a chance. And I just hope that we can all fight for the same cause and fight in unison.